Hi everyone, I'm Naren, and welcome back to my channel. It's been 5 years since my last video, and since those 5 years I have entered the corporate workforce of Asia. So I've seen many influencers talking about sidequests.
You don't drink or smoke? What do you do then, girly? Side quests. I go on side quests, so here's my side quest list for the summer.
But what if you had the energy of a salaried person working 50-hour weeks sometimes, sitting in front of a screen for the whole day, and you come back home and you're so tired, the last thing you want to do is do anything but doom scroll in bed, call it a day. Is it possible for us to really side quest? If so, how far can we side quest before we run out of time or combust into smoldering? Welcome to my series of how many side quests can a salary woman in Asia realistically fit into her life, where I try a bunch of things adult salary workers always wanted to do and rate them from 1 to 10 how difficult it is and if I would recommend someone to attempt this. I have been watching a lot of anime, and one day I just had this idea, like, all of these anime openings are bangers and I wish I could sing them, I wish I could play them. And I think there's a lot of salary workers that always had the dream to start their own band or be part of a band. So then here came my first idea. So one day I switched teams. I have a new group of people, and these people were anime nerds. And I was telling them how, like, oh man, there's this anime opening that I really, really love and I would love to cover it. I rallied my team. I was like, you guys actually want to do this? They were like, hell yeah, why not? I think they were all in jest, but I was not in jest. I was very serious about this. But then I encountered my first roadblock. Out of all of the people I asked in my team of 10 people, only 2 people agreed to this idea. The most that they had done with band experience was that in university they had joined like a guitar club, and they had not played the guitar since. So I had 2 guitarists, but we were missing a bass, and a drummer. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. So I started asking everywhere in my company, come join my band! And then eventually I found one person that told me that way back when they were in a band and they were the bass. And then next I had the issue of not having a drummer. Dude, at one point, I even tried recruiting someone that told me that they had drumming experience, but their drumming experience was... So I was like, hell yeah, as long as you know how to hold a drumstick and you know how to hold a beat, I think that would be good enough. But I think that wasn't very successful. My aim had always been to be the singer in this. However, finding a drummer was impossible. So I was left with only one choice. I decided to take up the role of drummer, with no drumming experience. But how do you practice drums with no experience and without the equipment and without even the drumsticks? And also without having your neighbors call the police on you. So the way that I did it was I searched up a bunch of YouTube tutorials for the songs that I wanted to cover, specifically Vondi, and I just practiced using my pillow. You can kind of visualize it here. It takes a little bit of imagination, but you can kind of imagine the drum setup. So we had informally set up a J-pop anime band. I started Googling band practice rooms near me. I started to figure out the logistics of how this could happen. We were renting equipment at the band location, at the band practice location. None of us had the instruments. Nobody was really sure where the direction of this band was going, but we were all pushing for that one dream that we might have had at one point in high school. Eventually, with a lot of trial and error, this was our first rehearsal. And with time, I started to recruit more and more people that were interested. And the plan was that every month we would meet up once and we would practice once a new song. We ended up with a fixed band of around 7 people. At times during our trial, our rehearsals even had up to 11 people because we were testing different people for different roles all the time. And, I didn't have very high expectations of this at all, but somehow, after a few rehearsals, we were starting to sound kind of okay. Eventually, our new goals started to materialize. We wanted to have a performance somewhere. But of course, before that, we needed to learn a few songs before we could even call ourselves a concert. Otherwise, it would be like a 5-minute concert of our 2 covers, and then the concert would be over. We were all aiming for like a Christmas concert, and we started our band in January, and we consistently practiced for the 12 months. But then the problems started to come up. We had a lot of band members actually quit the company, so it was really hard to get a hold of each other's schedules. The timetables, consistently managing around busy event times, it really breaks the tempo. It's hard to get back after you miss one practice. And the year end was drawing close, and we were nowhere near ready for any type of concert. Work got really busy, and eventually we decided to take a break from practice for a year. Fast forward to today, our bassist got married recently, and we attended their wedding, and they had a very cool concept, which was like a concert wedding. Because the bassist married someone that was also really into music, so they had like a concert, and it was so beautiful. And then seeing them on stage and performing, me and my band members also went to attend the wedding, and then we looked at each other, we were like, are we getting the band back together? Hell yeah. So this is where we are at now. We're gonna start fresh, and we're gonna start from zero. Well, not from zero, we have all the songs that we practiced before, but we're trying to make this happen again. And I will keep you guys updated with the next video eventually. And who knows, maybe this time we'll get closer to our goal. So like and subscribe and join me in my journey to restart our band version 2. Rating 8 out of 10. Overall, I would say the experience of practicing for a whole year was very beautiful. Seeing the band come together, seeing people that are so busy with their lives, trying to be adults and figuring out life, still taking time out of their day to practice at home and then meet up in person. This is not easy, and you have to make sure that the people that are going to join you in this journey also have to be really passionate about music, because otherwise it's really hard. But I think luckily the people that stayed in the band were people that were quite passionate about making this happen. I think the hardest part is probably managing the schedule, because everybody has a busy life, dude, and they're doing their own thing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and join me in more side quests. Bye!